So congratulations, you've reached the end of this video course. This is video number 9, and I'm going to show you how to set up your follow-up series with Getresponse. Now, even though I'm using Getresponse, you don't have to use Getresponse. You can use Aweber, you can use Ontraport, you can even use EverWebinar and implement a follow-up series within that. You can even use Webinar Geo. They all have the ability to kind of create this webinar replay experience. So, like I said, you don't have to use Getresponse because you have the email series, you have the webinar page, and you have the plain text emails or HTML-based emails. So you'll notice that when you set things up, everything will look very, very similar. So let's jump on over to Getresponse, and I'm going to show you how to upload them, how to set everything up correctly, so that you have a fully automated system. Okay, so we're going to start where we left off in the previous video, where we had Composer, we had the source code, and we had the plain text HTMLs. Now, first things first, obviously, when you log into Getresponse, you will need to create a campaign before you can actually create a autoresponder campaign. So up at the top here, it says current campaign. We just click here, we click on create campaign, and you can copy campaign settings from other campaigns if you would like, but in this case I'm just going to keep it standard. We're going to call this test email series. I'm going to click on create campaign, and then the second thing I do is I click on edit campaign settings. And generally speaking, I'll click on permissions, and you can enable confirmed opt-in or you can unselect these. So what this means is that if I unselect these, that means that anytime somebody opts in, they will automatically begin to receive emails from your autoresponder email series. Now, if you check this, what this means is that an email will be sent to their email address confirming and basically validating that they actually own that email address. So they have to click that link, and then they will begin to receive the autoresponder email series after that. Now, at the very bottom, you can see confirmation page. If you click on custom URL, you can enter the actual webinar page, the URL here. And then, of course, profile in general, it's very easy. You can fill in your information there. And then once you're done with that, you go under messages, you go to manage autoresponders. So we click on this, and now we can see it says show autoresponders in campaign test email series. So we can see right now there is nothing. So if we put one in the 0 box, that means that they get that email immediately. So this obviously will be your welcome email, the replay. And if you want to send them emails afterwards, you can, but this basically means 1 day after they sign up, 2 days after, 3 days after, 4 days after, 5 days after, and 6 days after. Now, typically what I found is if you tell them they're going to receive it every day, that's fine. As long as you are upfront and transparent with them, okay? So you can, and what we found works pretty well is if you do 0, maybe 2, 4, and then spread it out. Just try to spread it out as much as possible so you don't bombard them. But if you do every day, that's fine too, as long as you let them know. As long as in the welcome email you let them know what's happening and you're transparent about it, that's fine. So let's go ahead and click the 0 here. And if we scroll down, we can see it's 0 test email series, send this message immediately. And with Getresponse, you can also enable it so that they only receive it on a certain day. So you could remove the Saturday and Sunday if you would like. If you find that most of your audience operates better through the weekdays, you can do that. But we're going to leave it as it is. We're going to go ahead and click on create new email. And it's going to ask you for your subject line. And with Getresponse, you have a variety of pre-designed templates that you can pick and choose from if you want to use something fancy. You can use plain text email, and if you click on plain text email, this is what it looks like. So nothing really fancy here. All you have to do is simply take the body right here, put it in here, copy it in here. So I just copied and pasted it in here. Now to personalize the first name, you basically click on personalize up at the top and click on first name and comma. So anytime that appears, they're going to actually see their name. All right. So that's all you have to do. Click on next step and you're pretty much done. Now I'm going to go back to the previous step because I want to show you how to enter the HTML based emails. Now, like I said earlier, if you use HTML based, it's a lot better just because you will know if somebody actually opened their email. If you use plain text, you're not really going to know if they open the email or not. You get a lot better statistics if you use the HTML emails. So I'm going to go ahead and click on replace. You're not going to see this if you go straight here, but it's just warning us that we're replacing the plain text that we entered earlier. So it's pretty much either or. You can pick and choose plain text or HTML. So now what we need to do is simply enter the code here. So I'm going to go to Composer, and remember we go to the source tab, we can select all, and then we're going to copy all of it in here. So that's that. We can click on show WYSIWYG, which is basically what you see is what you get. So remember, this is what it looked like, right? So everything looks good. We're going to click on next step, and we've pretty much entered the first email. So same thing, you just got to repeat it. Now you can see this right here. You can see that the first welcome email has been entered. Now all you need to do is pick a day. So if you want to do every day, just click here and repeat the cycle. Or if you want to do every 2 days or every other day, then you can click on that and repeat the cycle. And that's it. Once you're done, that's all you have to do. And if you're using lead pages, you can actually connect directly to this campaign. If you're using other different softwares, you can do that as well. Or you can go to forums, and of course you can create a form specifically for this campaign as well. So that's it. That's how easy it is to set up a email autoresponder campaign within Getresponse. So same goes with Aweber, with Entreport, with MailChimp, with all these other autoresponder series and systems. It's the same thing. You enter the subject line, and then it'll ask you to enter either plain text or an HTML based email. And that's it. So congratulations, you've reached the end of this video course, and you can implement and make sure that you take action. All right.